Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you guys are good. Guys, the weather is fantastic in Johannesburg. I've been enjoying summer, came a bit late. Guys, I want to talk to you about people who talk and communicate with you in business and how those communications affect your business deals and your personal life around them. So have you ever thought about the fact that people communicate with you for a specific reason? So when someone sends you a message or when someone writes you a letter, the purpose of that is to extrapolate a response. Always remember that. It's important that you put yourself in that person's position. Because when you're doing a business transaction, what happens is, while you're negotiating, people come along and they send you messages. I don't think this will be right. I think this could be right. What about this? And then they start getting personal. I'm sure you've realized this in your business, in your businesses, where they start talking about your personality and how you view things and how you see things. And it's so important to know and understand why they do that. I mean, for example, at home, when someone says something negative to you as an example, and they say, I don't like this about you, or you like that, or you like this, what is it they're actually doing? They're trying to get their point across, number one, but more importantly, they're trying to elicit a response. So I find sometimes it's good to give your view and set a precedent as to what you think. And generally, when you're angry, you set the wrong precedent. I always say that. But generally, when you're angry, you also talk the truth about how you truly feel about a deal or a personal issue. So when someone's harassing you or giving you a hard time and you go on and you say, no, but I think you're like this and I think the situation's like that, etc., you're giving away too much. Don't. Whatever you're going to say is going to cost you something, whether it's a relationship, respect, whether a loss of respect, or whether it's you losing a transaction. Calm down. Just back off and find the right answer to the question, and not necessarily what the other person wants to hear, because then they don't trust you. When a person's angry and they talk to you in a business deal or personally, they're shedding a certain amount of truth and an anxiety around that truth. Utilize it as a piece of weaponry so that you can utilize it in your negotiation. So when you reach a point of climax in a transaction and somebody's upset and they say something, back off. Say, that's very interesting. I understand and I hear you. I'm going to give it some thought. Forgive me for not being able to give you an immediate response. Then you go away and you calm down. Go to gym, run a 10-kilometer race, walk 20 kilometers like I did last Sunday, and chill out. And then think about it. Think whether it makes sense for you first. Think whether it makes cash flow sense. Think whether the transaction makes sense in general for you. And work out what you are supposed to say in light of wanting to come to the finish line. Don't be emotional. A lot of people enter into negotiations every single day, and those negotiations break off as a result of becoming emotional at the time of climax, the time of closing. The ABCs, always be closing. That means you need to remain calm. And sometimes you may want to throw something. Don't. Sometimes you may want to hurl a threat. Sometimes you may want to hurl an insult. Just chill. Calm yourself down. Because tomorrow when you wake up, I promise you it'll be a different solution. It'll be a different answer, which means that you still have the ability to close that deal. So, even in your personal life, I had this yesterday. Don't put yourself in a position where you respond immediately out of anger, jest, and out of emotion, because you let some things go which you can't take back. I hope this helps you in your negotiations or your business deals. Remember, it's as though you're on television all the time. Think of it that way. Think about the people looking at you, which are the other party to a transaction. Never put yourself in a compromised position where you let out a certain amount of anger, because that costs you money. Love you lots.